Hello everyone, this is Lab 5.4.1 Packet Tracer. Configure iOS Intrusion Prevention System IPS using the CLI. This is the lab and these are the steps. Let's make it bigger a little bit. So the objective: enable IPS, configure logging, modify IPS signature, verify IPS. We have these passwords. So, step 1. On R1, issue the show version command to view the technology package license information. If it's not enabled, we're gonna run this command, so we're gonna run it anyway. And let's jump to R1. Let's put it on the side. Yeah, R1. So CLI password is console password. Cisco con PA55 and con enable mode, which is Cisco enable PA55 and configuration mode. Then we run license, yes. And write it and reload the router. Yep, so it's gonna reboot now. This on PA55 and we're in. Alright, so next is ping from PCC to PCA. Ping should be successful, and ping from PCA to PCC. So close this one for now. Let's go to the lab. So that's PCA. Desktop command prompt. So PCC is this IP address. Let's ping. And we have a connection. So we'll copy this IP address because we are now going to ping from PCA to PCC. Oh, I did the second one. So this is PCA. I pinged PCC. Let's now ping from PCC to PCA. So let's take this IP address, copy. Gonna close this one. Go back to the lab. PC. Yep, that's PCC. Ping, paste, and we have a connection. All right, let's go back here. So step 3 now. Create a directory in Flash using mkdir command. The name should be IPS dir. So this is on R1, so let's jump back to R1. Enable. Let's go back to the password. So it's Cisco enable PA55 of T Actually, we do it on the enable mode, not conf t. So mkdir IPS dir, and yes, we created the folder. Let's put this down a little bit. On R1, create IPS rule name using IPS name command in global config mode. Name the IPS rule to iOS IPS. So configuration mode. So it would be IPS config oh sorry, we jumped a step. So we've created on step 3, created a folder. Now step 4, on R1, configure the IPS signature storage location to be the directories you just created. That's what I was going to do. So IPS config location flash, and the name is IPS dir. Alright, now step 5, on R1 create IPS rule and name the rule iOS IPS. So it would be IPS name iOS IPS. Enable logging. iOS IPS supports the use of syslog to send event notifications. Syslog notification is enabled by default. If logging console is enabled, IP syslog message display. Enable syslog if it's not enabled. So the command would be IPS notify log. If necessary, use the clock set command from privilege exit mode to reset the clock. So I would exit the global config mode. Clock set. Set 11:50. 11:50, and it's today is 17th August 2024. Right. Next step, verify that the timestamp service for logging is enabled on the router using the showrun command. Enable the timestamp service if it's not enabled. So we go back to conf mode, service, timestamps, log the time in milliseconds. Send log messages to the syslog server IP address, this one. So we tell the server to send the messages, so logging host, and we paste the IP address. So now the router should send the messages to this host. Now configure iOS IPS to use the signature categories. Retire all signature category with the retire true command. All signature within the signature release. unretired iOS basic category with a retire false command. So let's do this. IPS signature category all retired true exit, then category iOS IPS basic retired false. So now it's enabled, and exit, confirm, yes. Okay, so step 7 is finished. Now, apply the IPS rule to an interface. We apply the IPS rule to an interface. Apply the rule to this interface of R1. After you enable, some log messages will be sent to the console line indicating that the IPS engine is being initialized. Note, the direction in means that IPS inspect only traffic going into the interface. Similarly, out means that IPS inspects only traffic going out of the interface. Okay, let's do this. So, interface G0/1, IPA, IPS, iOS, IPS out. Apply the rule outbound. Yep, so it's out. Now, modify the signature. Change the event action of a signature. Unretire the echo request signature 2004 subsig ID 0. Enable it and change the signature action to alert and drop. Okay, so first let's exit from this one. IPS sig nature definition signature 2004 and 0. Status retired false, enabled true, and then engine event action produce alert, event action deny packet in line, exit, and confirm. That's yes. Now, next step, use the show IP IPS all command to view the IPS configuration status summary. So we exit again, show IP IPS all Thank you. This is what we did. Inbound, outgoing. So it's done. Step 3. Verify that IPS is working properly. From PCC, attempt to ping PCA. We'll close this one. So I need PCA IP address. I'm gonna copy PCC command prompt. I'm gonna ping it, and it's not supposed to be successful. Where is the ping successful? No. Explain. So it's not successful. This is because we've configured to drop the ICMP echo reply, so no ping is going out. Now let's try. So next one, it's from PCA, attempt on PCC. Let's get the IP address of PCC, and also it's not supposed to be successful, so I'm gonna close this one now. Let's go back here, get PCA, and command prompt ping IP address. We have a connection here. Am I getting the same IP? Maybe I copied the wrong IP address. No, it is correct. So we go back. That's PCA, and I'm pinging PCC. Did we miss any step? Apply the rule outbound on the interface of R1. So it's just as outbound only. And we did this one also. That's strange. I'm not supposed to get a ping here. Okay, we'll check this later. Maybe we missed something. Now, next step is click syslog server. I'm gonna close this one. Let's go back. Syslog server. Click the Services tab. In the left navigation menu, select this log. And we have the logs here. So let's check the result. So we did all the steps correctly. So we didn't do anything wrong. So everything in the lab is correct. That concludes the lab.